Hello, vinyl community. Welcome back. This is Hubtunes. I'm Mike. This is a series I started, oh gosh, probably early 2023. Early 2023. I started this. I did a series in 2022 called Rock and Roll Birthdays. You can go back in the playlists and actually see I did a full year of rock and roll birthdays, and every every month I pulled out about 25 freaking records and talked about them and said whose birthday it was. And I got tired of taking out and putting back 25 records. So the new series is 3 from 1. It's a series I started, beginning of last year, and I'm going to keep doing it because I wasn't real faithful to it for a while. I didn't do it every month. And so it's basically 3 records from one artist. And I have to pull out 3 records and that's it. And then put back 3 records. So, I've gotten a lot lazier as the more videos I make after what it's been. Oh, gosh. I think I'm going on to 3 years. I think I'm over 3 years now. No, I'm like 3.5 years of making videos. I never dreamed I would be making videos 3.5 years later. I honestly thought I would do this for maybe a month and then be just like, stupid. I thought I'd get tired of it. I thought the internet reaction would be vile and stupid, but everybody's been super cool. So it's been good. I'm still enjoying it. I don't make as many as I used to. When I first started, I was making 3 videos a week, which is dumb. And then I kind of slowed down to 2 videos a week, and now I'm down to 1 video a week. But I also have another channel, the Vinyl Community Gunkles. I do with Robert Fithen, Richard at Calvin Wazoo, and Craig from Craig's Vinyl Plethora. We do a video every week, and so between that and my video, that is more than enough vinyl videos. I'm totally fine with that. It's going great. I still enjoy it, and I always told myself once I got tired of it, once I started not having fun, I was going to quit. But I'm enjoying it, and you guys seem to be enjoying it. I don't get as many views as I used to, which is totally fine. I'm not a sub counter or a view counter. Whatever. As long as people enjoy it and I turn people onto new music, that's all that really matters. The reason I do it. So one of my favorite bands from the 80s, they're probably my favorite band from the 80s. Either this band or Talk Talk are my favorite bands from the 80s. I love Talk Talk. Probably the most underrated band of all time. I love their early poppier stuff. I love their later avant-garde, jazzier, smoother, out there shit. Their final 3 albums are all masterpieces. I love all their albums. But this band this band fucking kicked ass in the 80s and in the 90s. And recently came back and put out a really good record. And I'm talking about the Psychedelic Furs. I'm going to talk about 3 of their records, not all in order. No, there's one, Midnight to Midnight, I'm not going to talk about. This is their debut. It is also, I believe The Pink is the original debut. It's been reissued. This was reissued a couple of years ago. 2018 this came out, the reissue, and it debuted in 1980. There's also a green cover, which I believe I have also. I love this band. I absolutely love them. I thought they were just freaking cool. I thought they were so cool, and because they were dark, but they were new wave, but they weren't. They were punky. They had. I think they became more new wave, but like this album, this is a punk new wave album. This is great. This has got is this my favorite song? India, the opening number is a song, and I've seen them live many times, and they always do India as the first encore. I mean, you can probably guess what the second encore is. We'll be talking about that song in a bit. This has India, which is a great song. It's kind of long. I think it's like 7 minutes long, 7 or 8 minutes long. And then Sister Europe, Imitation of Christ. The second side opens with We Love You, Wedding Song, and Black/Radio, and Flowers. I love the song Flowers. Really good debut record. I'll tell you the band. The band is Lead vocals is Will Butler. Will Butler. It's not Will Butler. That's the guy from Arcade Fire, right? And then John Ashton on guitar, Vince Eli on drums, Tim Butler, not Will Brothers' brother, and more R. Morris on guitar. All the songs are written by, and Duncan Kilbourne on saxophone, who just passed away a couple of years ago. I think it was it might have been end of last year. He just passed away. Excellent debut record. If you've never heard their debut record, check it out. If you only know Pretty in Pink and those songs, check this out. This is it's darker. It's really good. I've been actually playing it a lot, getting ready for this video. This is my favorite Psychedelic Furs song record. This is their third, or is this their second? This is Talk Talk, and now they're getting a little more mainstream. This has Pretty in Pink on it. Pretty in Pink, my favorite Psychedelic Furs song, Mr. Jones. No Tears, Dumb Waiters is on here. There's a lot of stuff on here that ends up on like comps, like Pretty in Pink, Mr. Jones, Dumb Waiter, Into You Like a Train, So It Goes, and All of This and Nothing. There's actually a great comp called All of This and Nothing. So if you're not real familiar with the Psychedelic Furs and you do want some of the deeper tracks, that's a really good track. That's a really good comp. It's called All of This and Nothing. I don't know if it's available on vinyl, but it's definitely out on CD and you can stream it. It's a good place to start. But this is 1981's Talk Talk Talk. I love this record. This is my favorite. Probably my favorite. And then they had an album called Midnight to Midnight, which is also good. I'm only doing 3, so I'm going to talk about this one. And now they hit it. Now they hit it big. This came out, and everyone knew who the Psychedelic Furs were. And at the same time this came out, a movie called Pretty in Pink came out. And it revived the Talk 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 album, and now they're world famous. Say what you will about Pretty in Pink. First of all, it's a great movie. It's still a good movie. I like that movie. Who doesn't, when that song comes on the radio, who does not turn it up? That opening guitar riff, it is a banger. It is great. I always crank that song up. And, as overplayed as it was back in the day, and, it's associated with this silly kids movie. That song is a kick-ass frickin' song, and I love it. And it came out right around the same time that this came out, and this is a wonderful record. This is probably I don't know if this is their biggest selling album, because the album that came right after it, Mirror Moves, was a really big selling album, only because it kind of came off the tails of this, I think. This is a much better record than Mirror Moves, which would follow it up. This is Forever Now. The title track is great. First single, Love My Way, great. I love his vocals. His vocals sound so good. Sleep Comes Down closes out the first side. I love that song. It's more of a ballad. Great song. And then it opens up. The second side of this record freaking kicks ass. President Gas opens the second side. Awesome song, high energy. Run and Run is right after that. Then Danger, No Easy Street, and Yes I Do. This is a solid record all the way through. 1982. Wow. They were putting out one album a year. Bands don't do that anymore, do they? I think Mirror Moves probably came out in 83. Yeah, 83 or early 84. So yeah, these guys were cranking out music and getting better and better with every record, I think. This one's definitely better than Mirror Moves. Mirror Moves is not my favorite, but it does have some decent songs on it. This is Mirror Moves. Yeah, I mean, everyone remembers that cover. This had on it The Ghost in You, Heaven, Heartbeat, Alice's House, High Wire Days. Yeah, maybe this is a really good record. I'll just put that right there. I'll play it later. And this was Midnight to Midnight. What did I say? What did I call it earlier? Did I call it Midnight to Midnight? And this was, what year was this? This was Oh, this is 87. Oh, I thought this was earlier. But this is the one with Heartbreak Beat, Shock, Midnight to Midnight, Torture. Yeah, this is okay. This isn't my favorite. But I love them. They're good. So I just want, now that I've shown like 5 records, so we're doing more than 3. They came back after a very lengthy absence. They made a few albums in the 90s too. They were not real great, but they came back a couple of years ago. This was, what year was this? Gosh, can't find the year on anything anymore. I used to know. This was 2020. This came out in 2020. This is Made of Rain, and it is really, really good. If you guys haven't heard this, go stream it. They are back, and it's excellent. It's got that vintage Psychedelic Furs sound, but it's got a modern feel to it. It's really well produced. It sounds great. It's on a gorgeous vinyl. It's purple, but it's like almost like an eggplant. Really, really pretty. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, you can see it. Oh, it looks good. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, it's really good. I highly recommend go stream it if you like a lot of people didn't even know this record came out. I saw them on this tour at the Vic Theater here in Chicago, and they were very good, with the exception from where I was standing, and it seemed like it was in through the whole place. You could not hear the sax player. I was on the far right where I always stand in this theater, and I've never had a sound issue over there. And boy, every time he went to do a sax solo or he had a high part, man, I couldn't hear him. It was dead. Like you could see him playing, but you couldn't hear him. So about halfway through the show, I walked around towards the middle, and it was still doing the same thing. So something was kind of screwy with their sound. I've talked to other people who were at the show, and they're like, what the hell are you talking about? I'm like, well, I know what I heard. It was definitely an issue with their sound system. So, but still a terrific show. And go see them. They're really good live. Rick Butler. Not Will Butler. He made a, is it Rick? Yeah, it is. He put out a solo album. Probably, I don't know. Maybe it was after Midnight to Midnight came out. He made a solo album that was really, really good. I want to say it was called Breathe. It's not available on vinyl, but it is out there on CD. You can stream it too, I believe. I think you can stream it. It's excellent, and he's got a lot of people sitting in with him. I know there's one song that Bono sits in with him, I believe. But it's an excellent solo record of his too. So check it out, you guys. I gotta go eat some dinner. See you later.